In the back of the book segment tonight, a real estate website has posted some information about what Americans are Googling. And it goes state by state. Very interesting. Viewer warning, the report is dubious. We're not endorsing the report, but it's entertaining. In Arkansas, for example, Mike Huckabee is the most Googled guy. California, Kim Kardashian and Renee Zellweger, Charles Manson and Kate Middleton are the big draws. Florida, they want to know about John Travolta. Why? In Indiana, stock car racer Tony Stewart and Shirley Temple, the late Shirley Temple, lead the list. In Nevada, Mila Kunis, the actress, and me, your humble correspondent, are being Googled frequently. And finally, here in New York City, the late actor Philip Seymour Hoffman, Donald Trump, and Laverne Cox, a transgendered actress, lead the league. This is now Michael Maslansky, author of the book, The Language of Trust. So you follow all this. How pervasive is Google in America right now?
Well, so first of all, Google's a verb, right? So we use it every day in our speech to talk about how we find things. It's also on almost everybody's phone. It's the biggest operating system in mobile. If you look at videos, you go to YouTube. If you search for directions, you go to Google Maps. Pretty much everything that we do that's centered around a mobile or a desktop operating system is focused on Google. It's everywhere.
So encyclopedias are obsolete. Dictionaries are obsolete. Any kind of information you want. Google has cornered the market in that. Is that correct?
That's where people go first.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And we're talking billions of people worldwide because it's a worldwide phenomenon, not just in America. This little study here, it's all celebrity driven. And I guess you could understand that when a celebrity gets into the news. Renee Zellweger had her face done or something, and people want to know what happened, so they go to Google. That's basically it, right?
Yeah, well, this is also, they've picked a lot of the trends in the market and tried to figure out where they're being Googled the most.
Okay. But what I'm trying to get at is, just because you see it on Google doesn't mean it's true.
It definitely doesn't mean
that's the big downside, because Google throws everything up against the wall. They don't check anything, right?
They don't check everything. They have their own algorithms to decide what boils up to the top.
People get algorithms? Very good. What's that?
They have their own systems. They decide how one website gets higher up in search results than others. They make a lot of choices.
Who's they? Are there gnomes? Are they guys like? How to put Renee Zellweger
behind the desks? Well, they're not picking individual people, but they're making decisions about how search results come up, about what kind of pages, what kind of web pages get more hits, get higher up in search results.
And there are actually human beings doing this in some big room, right?
Very much so.
All right, and they get paid by Google, and Google stock's like $350 a share or something, $350 a share, so it's a big enterprise. It worries me, and maybe you can allay my fears, that a lot of false information is becoming fact in America, quasi-facts, but it's wrong. Because, as I said, there isn't anybody going, you know what, that's not true, take it off. They just throw it there, and there it is.
Well, I think there are two issues. One is that people get really good at manipulating their websites to move up in search results. So information, whether it's true or not, can be moved up in search results or down in search results as a result of that. And the rest of it is that the internet is just not fact-checked. I mean, we go out there, and I often say somebody in their pajamas in Idaho could be making up scientific studies. It goes on the internet.
And people, why do you think people believe? I keep saying, don't believe what you read on the net. It's a lot of partisan stuff, a lot of money stuff. They want you to buy stuff. Don't believe it.
You know, I study the breakdown of trust in America. It's something that I really focus on. And we've lost faith in institutions, in government, in media, and politicians. And so we turn to the everyman. And we think that we can find the everyman on Google. And so we believe if there are two studies, one from a well-respected scientific institution and one from a virtual nobody, they get the same amount of weight on Google.
Right. And because nobody knows. I mean, particularly kids. Kids, from the time they're 8 or 9 years old now, they're addicted to this thing, and this is their whole life. And then they come up, and then they say stuff, and you go, that's not true, and here's the fact. And they don't even believe the facts anymore.
They don't. They challenge their facts. And also, you can go onto Google, you can find whatever facts you want. You pick any story out there, give me 15 minutes on Google, I can give you facts that support both sides of the story.
Sasquatch now has a condo in Denver.
It's really nice, too.
It's really good. And here's the Sasquatch, and the little Sasquatches are living in a suburb of Denver. And people believe it.
People believe it.
See, this is dangerous. And that's what I just want to focus in on. But, I guess it's a service. You do get information there, and you got to check it out. Mr. Maslansky, thanks very much. We appreciate it.